What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. I know you've probably heard a lot of people talk about this game, but the reality is this game, Gridiron, which is free on Steam, really changed my perception of football games in Madden. Now, it's not simulation by any stretch of the imagination, but I want you to understand the concepts that this game uses are at its core simulation based because you have complete user control. So something as simple as going and trying to catch the ball here presents a real challenge, to the point that, sure, you're not looking at X's and O's, but you have total movement of your player to maneuver around the field and then have to get him into a position whether he is going to catch the ball or not. And whether we're talking about playing just online doing this, or the way this game is intended to be played against each other people, it provides a really unique challenge, which is different than almost any game I've ever played. It actually reminds me, in terms of movement, and especially playing defense, reminds me a lot of Backbreaker. I actually like games that remove any button for actually performing a task. So when it's catching the ball like you see here, I don't have to go and actually touch something or hit a button to catch the ball. My player being there catches the ball for me, just like tackling. When you talk about throwing the ball, a totally different system in that you have to aim this pass every time you throw it. It resets your ability to aim. So you're actually looking at setting trajectories, which means here, when you're running and moving with the ball, you're in a totally different perspective every single time you go to throw it, and it creates a very unique and challenging gameplay environment, which we don't see from a lot of different sports titles. I think as games get simpler, and as they require you as the user to do more, you'll find more enjoyment and more of a rewarding experience in these games, and ultimately see that although they may not simulate football in terms of on-field what we see at a professional level, what they can do is actually create just as much fun as a simulation football game, because they're requiring you as the user to do everything the player needs to do in real life to be successful. So I'm going to have more footage of this game, but I did want to share with you. I know a lot of people are talking about it. Since it is free, I would recommend you download it, spend some time in these trainers, and just see what it's like to actually have full freedom and control of a player, because for the most part as gamers, console with Madden and even the independent games, we're not really used to that full complete movement of a player for a really long time. Love to know what you guys think about this. Appreciate you checking it out. You know I will be back in the week with more comments.